fun battle this should be. Washington and Dallas, traditional rivals, underway here on Thanksgiving Day. And he returns this to the 22. Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Dallas Cowboys. What a fun battle this should be. Washington and Dallas, traditional rivals, underway here on Thanksgiving Day. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Powell. That is caught. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some. Let's go now.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
A gain of 7. First down.
Again, it's Robinson. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down.
Back to throw. Howell able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Robinson, he'll try the left side.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Brian Robinson Jr. with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. You talk about this Washington defense.
In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game is sky high. In fact, you'd absolutely be stunned to come away with a loss.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, here's O'Connell.
Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition is so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. But I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that.
And got his man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
The Cowboys at 8-2 on the year, and they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down.
To throw here, O'Connell. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football back at their own 17.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
First down, Washington.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the 3rd one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Here's O'Connell. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And this is so uncharacteristic for him this season. Back-to-back interceptions from the guys taking really good care of the ball so far this season. Got to give credit to the defensive coaches, the players on the opposing sideline. Excellent preparation, even better execution.
Robinson up the middle.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Mozzie Smith, he's the one who got in there and made that play defensively. Al down to throw it.
Short throw to the tight end Thomas. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Now Howell. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
14. Cowboys nothing.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw, O'Connell. He finds his man, Pollard.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
That's good for a Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
O'Connell looking to throw on 1st. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
Let's go.
They run here with Rico Dowdle. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st down and goal to go.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Pollard is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Powell, another throw on second down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Now third down and very long. Here's Howell. Under pressure, they got him again. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Cooks motions to the left.
It's hauled up by Brandon Cooks. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
On 1st and 10, it's O'Connell.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Now O'Connell. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
A bullet throw, but incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Pollard. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They're turned away on 4th and goal.
And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 33 and a first. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
And Howe will throw it.
Here as he's taken down. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Howe's going to mix it up here.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, if nothing else, they were able to pick up 1 first down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line, but not much happened after that, and it leads to a punting situation.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
49-yard line.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Fakes the handoff. Now O'Connell to throw.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's a screen now for Pollard.
Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
O'Connell here on 4th down.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day.
Now a 2nd and 6.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it.
And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's first down as he'll get this down inside the 40.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Howell, he'll look to throw it.
Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Brian Robinson Jr.
with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Commanders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Slide for the PAT.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Next to fix the score, Commanders 21, Cowboys 7.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making a punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Flush to his right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Room to maneuver at the 35.
Runs over it. Touchdown!
Luke Schoonmaker.
43 yards.
And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Aubrey good with the PAT.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Throwing here, Howell.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Marquise Bell.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. O'Connell.
This is caught. It's close. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20.
Just the 1 timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Running right, it's Pollard. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here's 1st down.
Here's Pollard again. Oh, no, he lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
You've enjoyed your Thanksgiving, all tied, so you still got a reason to avoid Uncle Ed a little longer as the kick is away here. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock, and they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Howell trying to get his offense to hurry up and get set. Howell to throw. This is Robinson.
And he's out.
10 now. Here's Howell. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Again, it's Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's another kneel down as they'll try to set up the game winner. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. From 49 yards away, he nailed it. And they will be all smiles in Georgetown tonight as Washington has won it. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired.